Hey everyone, back with another video, and today I want to talk about Clan Boss, and specifically I want to talk about as a clan how you can make the transition from Nightmare to Ultra Nightmare a little bit more painless. But to do that, just like I did yesterday, we do need to kind of talk about how Clan Boss actually works. Not from like a gameplay perspective, but more so from how the keys work, how you can use them every day, and how you can use that system to your advantage to make it easier to progress. Now, there's some things that you can do that helps you progress as an individual player and some that will help you as a clan. But again, first we need to talk about how this works in general. And the first thing is that we know whatever clan boss we're working on, we want to get to the very last chest. So today, my current clan, and I'm in the Pantheon cluster in Aircav is the name of my clan. My goal is to get to the Transcendent Chest. And today, I have done 2 keys, and it looks like I'm doing a little over 15 million a key. Now, the problem is, obviously, it is Spirit Affinity, which is not going to work well for my team. But if it were any other affinity, continuing on like this, I would need 5 keys to get to the top chest, which is a problem, right? Because every 6 hours, you get a key. So in any given 24-hour period, you regenerate 4 keys. So in general, what you can do is you can just set it up to use your 4 keys every day at, say, like 6 in the morning, noon, 6 at night, midnight, right? Like, and it'll just continually flow like that forever. That's when your keys will regenerate. And that's perfectly fine if you want to use your 4 keys every day. You don't need to progress, and those keys will do exactly what you need it to. The problem comes is, let's say, for instance, you can 2 or 3 key Nightmare, and your team is good enough that you could 5 key Ultra Nightmare. So that's the position that I'm in, and a lot of people in my clan are as well. How then can we take advantage of the regeneration of keys to make it so that we get more keys and can do Ultra Nightmare some days, but not every day? Because as a clan, we want to make sure that we're getting the top chest for whatever is being focused on every single day to maximize our rewards. Now, something that you can do, let's go back to the schedule of, say, we're doing clan boss at 6 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and then 12 midnight. If you're able to beat, say, Nightmare in 3 keys, and you only use your key at 6 a.m., noon, and then 6 p.m., and you don't use your key at midnight, that means when it comes back around to 6 a.m., you have your key from 6 a.m., but you also have your key from midnight. Then you'll get one from noon, 6 p.m., and midnight again. So you can make it work so that every other day you can do 5 keys at, say, Ultra Nightmare, and the days in between you can do 3 on Nightmare. Now, the problem with this idea is that if you have a full set of keys, you have your 2 keys, at any given time, the timer stops. Which means that eventually, if you were alternating every single day, it'd be pushed back just ever so slightly. Like, there'd be a few minutes, because none of us are perfect and we're going to be able to do it like right as soon as the key pops to use both of them. It'll be that it gets pushed back just a few minutes every single day, and eventually it'll just completely mess up your schedule. The workaround for that is, and this is what my clan is doing as well, is if you have 3 set days to be Ultra Nightmare, have Nightmare in the middle, and then obviously there's 7 days in a week. Make that 7th day Nightmare, you're going to have 2 days in a row that you can do Nightmare, and if you only need 3 keys to do Nightmare, that means when it comes back up to being able to do Ultra Nightmare, you can start it at any time of the day and you'll have your 5 keys, as long as you started early enough in the day, which means you can reset that timer that you're losing a little bit of time on, those 5 minutes. So, for instance, yesterday was a Nightmare day for my clan. So I only used 3 keys, and when I woke up this morning, I threw 2 keys at the clan boss. I have 1 now, 1 that's going to pop in 3 hours, and then before I go to bed, I'll have a 5th key that I can use, and I'll be able to use all 5 of those keys And tomorrow, it's not going to impact me at all because I can still just use 3 for Nightmare and I'll be fine. So, to be fair, this isn't something that you have to do just as a clan, right? So, if you are at the point where, you're a little bit behind your clan, say your clan is doing Brutal and Nightmare, and you can 2-key Brutal, but some days you need a full 5 keys to do Nightmare. Well, then that means that if you do Brutal with 2 keys one day, the next day, if you have your 5 keys for Nightmare, you can use them there. And then, if you don't even use the full 5, you can bank the 5th one to the next day and do Nightmare again. And then any day that you end up needing to use 5 keys on Nightmare, then the next day you just do Brutal. And it lets you reset that, and it lets you do Nightmare as much as you want, without kind of just messing with you in the sense of running out of keys on any particular day that you're pushing for Nightmare, because then you're not going to end up getting the highest chest. So this is really all I wanted to talk about today, because again, going from Nightmare to Ultra Nightmare as a clan can be tricky, because you're going to have enough players. You need to have enough players that can do Ultra Nightmare, but haven't already moved into a clan that can do that. So being able to bridge that gap gives you more time both to recruit and for your lower geared players to get more gear so that they can move into Ultra Nightmare. So, like I said, this is all I had for today. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, just that small bit of a strategy tip to help out. Just like normal, I will be streaming tonight, starting at 6 Central Time, so an hour before the daily quests reset. And that'll be at twitch.tv/cluelesseconomist. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you then.